The Onda Xiaoma 31 is a budget China laptop made from metal with a fingerprint scanner. Xiaoma means little horse or pony. We have put it to the test for more than a week. I'm Christopher for CMM with the full review. The Onda Xiaoma 31 has been provided to us by cect-shop. The link to the shop is located down below in the video description. The Onda Xiaoma 31 comes in a nice looking black box in which we find a Chinese user manual and a 12 volts 3A power supply with detachable plug. There only is a Chinese cable included, so you need to use your own or get an adapter. The Onda Xiaoma 31 is entirely made from metal, with the only exception being the inch of the screen. The laptop is very slim. On its thinnest spot, the base part is just 2 mm thick, the thickest part is 9 mm. The screen is 4.8 mm thick and the weight is 1.4 kg, which is fairly okay. Build quality of the laptop is solid. The metal body makes it look and feel like a premium device, which is underlined by the golden coloring. On the left side there is a 3.5 mm headphone jack, one USB 3.0 port and one microSD card reader. On the right there is a DC in port with charging indicator, one more USB 3.0 port and one mini HDMI port. On the bottom of the laptop there are two speakers which sadly are covered when you put the computer on your lap. There also is a lid which covers a M2 SATA 3 port which can be used for SSD expansion. The screen is 13.3 inches in size and operates at Full HD resolution. Onda uses an IPS LCD panel with anti-glare coating. Outdoor readability thus is decent. The picture looks sharp and pixels can only be spotted upon closer inspection. The screen delivers a natural color reproduction and good contrast. Viewing angles are very stable and blacks do look intense. The backlight distribution is even. Just with a fully black screen you will notice some minimal light bleeding on the lower area. The black keyboard makes up for a nice contrast to the golden metal body. The buttons have a comfortable size and the tactile feedback is decent. The keyboard also isn't too loud and there is no flex when typing. The keyboard in general works very well and we have typed several reviews on it with no problems whatsoever. Just every once in a while there might be double characters, but that doesn't happen often enough to be annoying. What's great is that there are shortcuts not only to control the volume but also the screen brightness. The touchpad works very well and is usable on a daily basis. The reaction time is good, accuracy is situated in the mid-range. What's annoying is that the mouse buttons hidden below the touchpad have almost no tactile feedback and can only be pressed at the very bottom of the touchpad. Two-finger scrolling and right-clicking with two fingers is supported, but there are no more multi-touch gestures. Windows gestures are not supported as well, but this likely is a pro for most users. The fingerprint scanner integrated into the touchpad works very well and unlocks the laptop very fast. The sensor is very reliable and never had hiccups during the testing period. Inside the Onda Xiaoma 31, the well-known Intel Celeron N3450 comes to use. This is a quad-core processor with a clock of up to 2.2 GHz and an Intel HD Graphics 500 GPU. The processor is totally sufficient for basic use. Windows 10 runs very smooth on it and also Microsoft Office and Google Chrome run well. 4K videos are played smoothly and that also applies to 4K output via the HDMI port. Basic games run okay too. Reducing the graphics settings a bit, Asphalt Extreme runs very smooth. Gangsta New Orleans shows some dropped frames here and there though. There are no overheating issues thanks to the large heatsink. The processor temperature never rises above 70 degrees Celsius even when maxing the processor out and charging the laptop at the same time. Unfortunately, the Onda Xiaoma 31 only packs 4 GB of RAM. Multitasking still is possible, but when opening too many apps or tabs inside the browser, the laptop might get a little slow. The internal memory is 64 GB in size and based on Toshiba eMMC chips. Reading data rate is decent, but it is a bit slow when writing data. The microSD card reader sadly is very slow and thus can't max out class 10 cards. The two USB 3.0 ports both reach the expected speeds, but only the right USB port can power external hard drives and SSDs with no additional power supply. The Onda Xiaoma 31 runs Windows 10 Home 64-bit. The system is fully licensed and activated. The license key is stored inside the UEFI and is automatically used when reinstalling Windows. By default, Windows 10 comes with Chinese language, but you can install any language you want in the system settings. Just follow tutorials to know which buttons to click. Windows comes without any malicious software or bloatware. The UEFI settings are accessible along the Pro settings. Sadly, we have not been able to boot Linux on the Onda Xiaoma 31. The laptop just gets stuck on a black screen even before the group bootloader starts. Changing some UEFI settings didn't help a bit. The Onda Xiaoma 31 packs an Intel dual-band AC Wi-Fi card, but sadly, despite AC Wi-Fi support, only reaches 70 to 80 Mbit per second of downstream. Reception quality is good though. Bluetooth was working flawlessly with a keyboard and a headset. The internal stereo speakers sound flat at default settings. Using bass boost they do sound a lot better, but still they aren't good because there are a lot of distortions in the higher frequency range. The headphone jack output is very decent and loud, there are no annoying background noises. The stereo microphones are crap, audio quality is awful and sounds like underwater recordings. The 2 megapixel webcam is okay for video chats, but nothing more. When recording videos, make sure to use 480p resolution since everything else results in stuttering footage. Battery life is decent. During daily use, one charge is enough for a day. We got around 7 to 9 hours of runtime depending on screen brightness and load. Charging sadly takes quite long at 4 hours. Verdict: compared to the Jumper EasyBook 3 Pro, the more expensive Onda Xiaoma 31 doesn't pack much of a bonus despite the fingerprint sensor. If this feature does justify the higher price tag is something everyone needs to decide on his own though. We think that the Onda Xiaoma 31 with Intel Pentium processor is a better deal. It packs more processing power and has something more solid to offer for justifying the higher price tag. Both the Celeron and Pentium version of this laptop are available at cect-shop. So that's all for this video. A shop link and more information is located down in the video description. I was Christopher for CMM. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.